Okay, so what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the second channel here, where I really just wanted to get some stuff off of my head, and I already posted my recap video on the Tub Frog channel, which is a bit more less put together than most recaps because it's the Super Bowl. I just want to get that out as quick as possible to try to, capitalize off of reactions, people saying stuff. But now we've got a day to just process everything, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, like I was like going to sleep last night and I'm like, wait, what the fuck do you mean Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl? Like, what, man? It's just, I don't know. It was such a crazy season, and how we got to this point was also just insane. And there's a weird thing, like, in hindsight, we're probably going to look back at the Seahawks team as like one of the most dominant teams ever. But in the moment, it was kind of just like, can they win this game? Here are the like every week with the Seahawks, it felt like we were trying to figure out ways that other teams can beat them. And because it was Sam Darnold, we were expecting the Seahawks to fuck it up. But since they didn't fuck it up, like, history's gonna look back at this team with some crazy lenses, I guess. I mean, just looking at what they had to go through, because they had to go through some absolute amazing teams to get to this point. The Niners, although they had all the injuries, they were great. Still, I think Kyle Shanahan is the best coach in the league this season. The Rams, obviously the second best team in the league, and then, the Patriots defense was great. But that's kind of what I want to talk about a lot today, because there's a lot to be said about the Patriots. I think that it really is just an example of them being out of their league. Like, the haters won, but the haters were right, man. The haters were right, because the Patriots got lucky as hell all playoffs. They really did. I mean, Herbert's offensive line just fed him to the fucking wolves. But I mean, again, credit to the Patriots defense, but it was a putrid offensive performance, not only in the Super Bowl, but we were nearing all-time levels of bad for the Patriots offense. And, as the number one Josh McDaniels hater, that put a smile on my face. But I was pulling up some stats, and it actually is it's not looking good for Drake Maye and the Patriots. Next time they get in the playoffs, people are going to be questioning and bringing up what happened last time. So I was just pulling up some of these little stats here on Twitter. There's a ton to go through. Don't worry. Well, as is going to be tradition, I guess, in the second channel, we're gonna go through both teams' subreddits because I want to see what's going on there. I mean, God, it's not fair, man. I had a moment during watching the Super Bowl where it just hit me. I was like, how. I've never experienced the joy of my team actually winning anything. And both of these teams are like, hey, let's win another one. But anyways, so there was a lot of interesting takeaways for the Patriots this playoff. Specifically, this one was crazy to me. This one was absolutely nuts. Assuming it's real, I didn't want to go through and crunch the numbers myself, but I believe it, man. But in all of the Patriots' offensive drives in the playoffs, they averaged 1.13 points per drive, which was less than the 0-16 2017 Browns at 1.22 points per drive. Which, again, the 2017 Browns are underrated, bro. They're underrated. Horrendous team, but not like the worst of all time. I think that medal easily, like, I think the 06 Raiders are significantly worse than the 2017 Browns. Hell, us versus the Giants this past season might be like the worst team of all time, when we absolutely did not let any of our good players play. No Crosby, no Bowers, dude. Like, we might have been a bottom 5 team ever. Anyways, crazy stat there. Absolutely crazy. And people are just kind of like, I don't know. There's a lot of like vindication, because for me, like, I wasn't like a Patriots hater. I really don't hate on specific teams for narratives, but it was a lot of like, well, if CJ Stroud didn't throw fucking 4 picks in the first half, I think the Texans win that game. And I had the Texans going to the Super Bowl. I think I had them before the season. My prediction was Texans Rams for the Super Bowl. And I think I was one CJ Stroud disaster class away and a fucking 2 Xavier Smith drop punts away from getting that correctly. I actually don't think if Xavier Smith doesn't fumble those punts, the Rams don't come back in that game. But that's besides the point. Anyways, if Bo Nix plays in the AFC Championship, I think the Denver Broncos win that game. So, yes, the Patriots got really lucky. They just needed to get lucky for one more game, and it didn't happen. Also, dude, the future for the Patriots is going to get interesting because when I was reacting to my predictions before the season, I actually agreed with pretty much all of my logic on the Patriots. I was like, I think Drake Maye is good, but I don't think he's going to take that step forward because his offense is just shit. They're not very fucking talented, man. I mean, and all year long they weren't. I mean, he's throwing to Austin Hooper and Keyshawn Boutte, and Diggs was his number one option, but Diggs wasn't even very good, dude. Diggs wasn't even very good. So it's like, I don't know. And it's not getting better. The offensive line did improve from 2024, but like I said, yeah, they did improve. But remember, they had one of the worst offensive lines of all time in 2024. And now their top option, Diggs, is not only is it's not looking good with him and Cardi B. I can't imagine why. He seems like a very loving father figure to to multiple different potential sons and kids. The point being, he's going to fucking jail, so he's not going to be there. The dude, I mean, it's kind of crazy that the trial was even pulled back to after the Super Bowl, just in case. But yeah, he's going to prison, so that's another option down. George Pickens is going back to Dallas, so what's the move here? Kyle Williams' development wasn't going anywhere. They barely used him. His ADOT was insane, but they didn't throw in the fucking ball, so who's going to play receiver now? And you look at the other issues with the offensive line because you drafted Will Campbell, and I'm not saying Will Campbell was disastrous this season, because he wasn't. That would be an overstatement. But he definitely struggled a lot, and there's a lot of questions about his size. So yeah, that's not ideal. And the stats say that he just gave up the most pressures by any player in a game this season. So that's also not ideal. So what do you do? Like, you got Drake Maye still. Drake Maye's really, 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 really good. But it's just, I don't know. This is like, we know what you can't overcome a bad offensive line against a great defense. I mean, Patrick Mahomes couldn't in the Super Bowl versus Tampa. So, like, what do you do? Do you spend your money on offensive line? Do you spend your money on weapons and pray that your offensive line develops? I'm not sure what the answer is, but the Patriots, I don't know, dude. It's a tough situation is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I'm not saying you want to just, like, I don't know, point fingers at Drake Maye, because at the same time, he did play against 4 amazing defenses. He struggled against all 4 amazing defenses, but, you know, yeah, you would like for him to overcome at least one of them. But I'm sure you've seen the stat where Drake Maye had the 6th worst EPA per dropback in a Super Bowl since 2000, and some of the stats get a little bit worse than that, which we're not going to get into. He is, like, the worst ever in terms of some stats for all playoff runs, given 3 starts. But yes, in a Super Bowl, he's one of the worst quarterbacks ever. I was comparing him to Kerry Collins right away, but yeah, Kerry Collins was really that bad. You can't be worse than Tony Eason, though. Don't worry, that's not possible. But yeah, he had the worst EPA out of any player, given the sample size, in a playoffs ever. Ever, man. So it's like, I don't know, it's hard to come back from that. And this was what I was talking about in the recap. I couldn't find the clip at the time. This was after his fumble. Just, dude, like, the defense, man, they look dead. They look like they would rather be anywhere else. Yeah. Kind of rough from your franchise quarterback. But again, I think there's not much you can do when you're just playing against insane defenses. So Seattle's just that good, dude. They're just that good. But now let's take a little trip over to Seahawks Reddit land here, where they're having a good time, man. They're having a good time. It's just crazy, dude, that Kenneth Walker is the Super Bowl MVP. Dude fucking tanked my fantasy season and then went to go win the Super Bowl MVP. It was an expected result, of course, in the Super Bowl, but still, like, it's just surreal that we got to this point. Like this is what I'm talking about, though. They beat the Niners, they beat the Rams, they beat the Patriots in the Niner Stadium. Just I mean, this is a magical run, man. This is a magical run. Dare I say, this might even be more remembered than the Legion of Boom win. Probably not, but it's kind of going to be tough to top beating the greatest offense of all time. That's going to be a hard bar to ever beat, but yeah, man. I mean, it was just a special run, and it was... It felt like vindicating. Even though I'm not a Seahawks fan, it felt good to be like, yeah, the Patriots were getting pretty lucky all season, and when they played against a good defense and a solid enough offense, they were going to struggle. But the Patriots were really good, man. I mean, they had an amazing season, and their defense played super well. So, yeah, I mean, what you think, dude? Yeah, it was really funny when they showed Robert Kraft and his a woman who was like fucking 27. He's 90. I'm not shocked. Dude likes a good massage. But yeah, man, Seahawks fans, congratulations, dude. And let's go check in on Patriots Reddit, shall we? I mean, look, dude, you have to be proud of the team when you get to this point, and I'm glad that they are. It's like a different thing because you're used to teams being like, wow, we blew our one shot. Of course, losing the Super Bowl fucking hurts, but I think no matter how, it's kind of an excuse to say, oh, we're young, it's fine, we'll be back. Because in the NFL, you never know. You never know. Like when the Packers blew that game to the Niners, I think that was like 2 or 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I guess now at this point, because this season's over. And the Niners were infinitely better, but they should have won the game. Jordan Love throws it across his body, and people were like, it's fine, they're the youngest team in the league. They'll be back. They haven't been back. So, yeah, man, injuries happen. You never know. You got to make the most of what you got. And the fact is that Maye played really bad, and they're dealing with a lot of issues. We don't need to talk about this. This is for another time, okay? We'll get there when we get there. Fuck, wait, what is going on here? I didn't see this. Shit. What the fuck? This happened... Is it today? No, this isn't. There's no way. He'll retire before he plays... Fuck, do I need to pivot and talk about this? Dude, what? Oh my god, it's real. Oh no. Oh no. Fuck. Okay, you know what? I guess we'll stop the Super Bowl talk and I will start talking about the Raiders because we also got Clint Kubiak now. Oh no. He will never play for the Raiders again. He will retire before he does it. I mean, yeah, this did happen with Myles Garrett. This is rough. Why now, bro? We're actually going in the right direction for the first time ever. Why are you leaving? Okay, I mean, Jesus, dude. Maxx Crosby has the right to want to trade, but listen, dude. I mean, it's fair. Like, I can't blame the dude. We fucking have wasted his entire prime. We've fucked him over. He's our best player the last 8 years, and we've done nothing but waste him. So I get it. I do understand. But of course I want to keep him, bro. Like, oh, God. Come on, man. Can I get, like, I just wanted to, like, smile and be like, nice, we got Clint Kubiak. Nope. About to lose our fucking superstar, man. Fuck! I would bring Tom out of the closet and talk to him, but he's staying in there. He's gonna stay in the closet for the time being. Yeah, this is pivoting for sure. I mean, this is what the NFL offseason is going to be like. Honestly, I'm going to make a lot of videos just like yapping about stuff because that's what's going to happen. We're just going to be getting rumors and trades and draft stuff is going to eventually come around. Although the NFL season stops, the grind doesn't. All right, and wow, it is. I guess I'll probably make another video pretty soon here if Maxx Crosby gets traded to like the Rams, I guess, or something. I mean, every team wants Maxx Crosby. The Lions still want him, but we're gonna need some assets, man. I'm not completely opposed to trading him for like fucking multiple first-round picks. I don't think that's gonna happen though. So I mean, it's sad, man. It's sad. He really is just the perfect Raider, but we fucking broke him, dude. It's. You know what, just to bring this full circle, bring everything back around, you know what the moral of the story is? The moral of this entire story is that Josh McDaniels has ruined everything. Fucking everything, man. God. Alright. See you guys in a few days, I guess, when we trade our best player. I'm gonna go cry now.